Einstein's visit to Roswell and his study on aliens and UFOs. According to the words stated by Dr. Shirley Wright, assistant to Albert Einstein, both of them were taken to the U.S. military air base to observe aliens and UFOs. Further, recent audio recordings released probably from the archive suggest that Einstein and Dr. Shirley were brought to this region of Roswell, New Mexico in 1947 to understand the wreckages of a crashed UFO vehicle carrying aliens inside, and hence began Einstein's visit to Roswell to study the aliens and the UFO wreckage. Einstein's visit to Roswell and his thoughts on UFOs and aliens. The recording released that Einstein, the greatest physicist of the 20th century, and Dr. Shirley were taken to the scene of the crash by the order of the government to study the crash site of an extraterrestrial vehicle, quote unquote. When Shirley was inquired on why she decided to reveal the truth, she expressed that she felt obligated to reveal such an important scenario where someone as respectable as Einstein was asked to visit the secret base in July 1947 and give his valuable and expert opinion in order to carry out the study further. According to the tapes, Shirley made assurance of how significant this study was by saying that she felt an obligation to history to reveal the truth. They were further invited to the crisis conference, quote unquote, to discuss the matter with other military officials and scientists. The matter till now has been so confidential that even though Dr. Wright recorded the account in 1993, it was made public only now. And here's how she explained the alien aircraft in great detail. Quote, "It was a disc-shaped sort of concave. Its dimensions reached out 1/4 of a hangar floor. The aircraft was damaged on one side. The hull of the ship was covered in reflective material, but when we get close to it, it became rather dull." Dr. Wright also described Einstein's reaction to the sight of evidence as such. Quote, "Einstein was not disturbed at all by seeing this actual evidence. I didn't record his initial comments in my notes, but he said something to the effect that he was not surprised that they came to Earth and that it gave him hope that he could learn more about the universe. Contact, he said, should be a benefit for both our worlds," end quote. This indeed proves the importance of the discovery and the scholarly behavior of Albert Einstein. And according to Wright, all the 5 aliens looked exactly similar, and they had big heads and dark eyes. They were about 5 feet tall without hair, with big heads and enormous dark eyes, and their skin was gray with a slight greenish tinge, but for the most part their bodies were not exposed, being dressed in tight-fitting suits. "But I heard they had no navels or genitalia," added Wright. And then she reveals about another incident, a trip where one alien was in fact found alive. He was suffering in pain, although she was not allowed to stay and was taken out. Einstein was allowed to stay to study the alien and allowed to stay. Lastly, Dr. Wright mentions that all this while she had vowed to keep this a secret, since all these visits would be denied through the official channels. As for Einstein, the Albert Einstein Foundation states that they have no records of Einstein whereabouts on that day of July 1947, either because of the confidentiality of Einstein's visit to Roswell or because they were actually unaware. So what do you think? Please leave your comments. I've translated this. This is from Infinity Explorers by Ashika Lakar. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box